Like this video and subscribe to the channel right now, and get 1 week of amazing luck. Water slides are a means of entertainment and outdoor activity in most water parks. But water slides can be dangerous when factors like height and speed are taken to extreme measures. Here are the top 10 most dangerous water slides. Number 10. Inzano. The Inzano was built in Brazil in 1989, and at the time of its construction, it was as tall as a 14-story building. At that time, riders could travel down the entire 14 stories in just 5 seconds while traveling at speeds of up to 65 miles per hour. As a result, Inzano was listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's tallest and scariest waterslide. Despite the fact that it is no longer in that location now. However, the market that some of its riders were left with is still there. The teachers would insist that you ride alone on your back with your legs and arms crossed in order to operate the Inzano. This is because Inzano is so steep that as you move along the line, you move so quickly that you practically start to fly. The Insano's open sliding board, in contrast to safer water slides, scares people because if you get too airborne, things could spiral out of control quickly. Due to the fact that nobody has ever died on Inzano, riders are required to be at least 4 feet 6 inches tall. Number 9. The Black Hole. One of the 17 water slides of the Wet n Wild Water Park, which was established in Orlando in 1977, is the Black Hole. The water park is currently closed as of today. It was the only place to go while it was at its peak, and the Black Hole was responsible for preserving that grandeur for almost 40 years. The Black Hole was a 500-foot-long, twisted slide with black tubes that a raft rode down. The slide will take you, on average, roughly 23 seconds to complete, although the operator would have sent another raft through 3 seconds earlier. A raft might be making it through the voyage before the next one is sent on its way, but there was no way to be certain of that. Although things worked out fine most of the time. However, in 1944, when one man's raft met with another that was already trapped in the black hole, this slide squeezed his spinal cord and caused permanent damage. The man ultimately prevailed in his lawsuit for $1.73 million, and the park was forced to close in 2016 as a result of numerous instances similar to his inside the black hole. Number 8. The Steamer Water Slide. The Steamer Water Slide is one of the wildest attractions at the Calypso Water Park in Ottawa, but according to many people who've actually been on it, they liken it to a toilet bowl because of the shape of this slide. But the reason I considered it dangerous is far more than that. The thing is, owners often admit their slides are dangerous, so they try to hire competent workers to manage them for them. In the case of the Steamer Water Slide, the authorities continually lied about the dangers associated with the slide. They did this so that people would continue to ride on it, whereas frequently the Steamer Water Slide has gained about 11 different safety tests. In fact, in 2011 there were several reports of rafts flipping inside the slide. Sadly, 2 different riders broke their vertebrae and collarbones while riding the steamer slide that year. Yet every day the park continues to reopen the slide, ignoring the dangers that lurk within, so it's best you stay far away because there are plenty of other slides out there. Number 7. The Yas Water World. A fun destination, Abu Dhabi is home to one of the biggest water parks in the world. Yas Water World is the name of this water park. In Abu Dhabi, it is at a short distance from Ferrari World and Warner Brothers World. In addition, it has over 45 slide rides and other high adrenaline attractions, and it has the size of up to 25 football fields. You now have a better understanding of the size and beauty of this water park. However, this location's popularity is based on more than just size. The water slides are accessible to both professionals and amateurs, and it also has the biggest artificial waves on the planet. But frequently, right before the big plunge, these slides get stopped halfway. It would require the supernatural intervention of park staff before the raft could resume. The decision to wait while they assist you and others would depend on it, and the park administration has advised the motorcyclists not to move while in this situation. The problem with such warnings is that they act as one of the strongest ads for risk, since they imply that anything can happen. Number 6. The Grave Pool. The area of the action park in New Jersey is known as the Grave Pool. First welcomed visitors in 1978. Let me go you through the highlights in case the name hasn't already put you off. In his heyday, every square inch of this action park brought tears, cracked teeth, and claimed lives. One man unintentionally dove into chilly water in 1984 and died after a fatal heart attack brought on by the Tarzan swing in the park. Many people smashed their teeth in the insane cannonball just after another man tripped on a live wire while kayaking. In the grave pool, where 1,000 people were swimming at once, 3 teens perished. And within 12 months the action park recorded 14 bone fractures and 26 head injuries. According to the report, the grave pool needed about 30 rescues per day, yet severe injuries rolled in mass and so did the lawsuits. But somehow the action park is still open to this day, so if you think about visiting this place, please think again. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take me 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal: you just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribes button and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 15 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 5. The Aqua Loop. The Aqua Loop is one of those water slides where lone riders stand inside a covered platform before being quickly lowered close to a vertical slide and into an inclined circle. These may be found all throughout the world, so if you enjoy water parks, you've definitely already visited one. Aqua Loops do have one design flaw, though, and that is that because they move so quickly, riders frequently get stranded in the middle of them. When that occurs, all you can do is hope that assistance will arrive before you suffer any serious injuries. One such occurrence took place in 2016 at the well-known Queensland theme park in Australia. After riding the Aqua Loop back then, a teenage girl ended up in the hospital wing with a spine injury. Fortunately, she survived because of that and numerous more occurrences. I dare not say that there is now only one rule for using an Aqua Loop. To avoid having any zippers or cords caught by the curvature of the slide, wear your swim shorts inside out. Number 4. Phaser. The majority of water slides are, more or less, secure for all adults. However, the authorities declared Phaser to be off-limits to women, and I must admit that I share their fears. The Phaser is one of 20 unique water slides at the renowned Galaxy Erding Water Park in Germany, but unlike the others, it forces you to descend at a pace that is faster than a car's posted speed limit. As a result, it qualifies as one of the world's and, indirectly, Germany's most challenging water slides. Obviously, there is a risk involved with such wild slides. On Phaser, women are in such danger that at one point, 6 of them reported experiencing genital injuries that required hospitalization. As a result, the park's administration decided to forbid women from using Phaser. Phaser appears to be more compatible with male anatomy, therefore men are unaffected. The male heart won't beat any slower as a result, though. Simply said, no man has yet suffered an injury while using a Phaser. Number 3. The Leap of Faith. A water slide called Leap of Faith is located on Atlantis Paradise Island in the Bahamas. By height, it can reach 9 stories, but by design, it was built for thrill seekers who have a thing for sharks, since at the bottom of the slide is a sizable tank with real hammerhead sharks, stingrays, and Caribbean reef sharks. However, before you reach that point, as a rider, you would have descended the full 9-story slide with a Mayan temple shape. After that, you would be crammed into submerged translucent tubes that directly traversed the shark tanks. It would take a leap of faith before you tried sliding past the sharks if you were frightened of heights, but if you were finally able to let go of that fear, it may give you a heart attack as you climbed up the temple. I like to be cautious because, in the past, a shark perished while attempting to enter a slide, so you never know when the sharks might decide to destroy the tubes. Number 2. The Verruckt. With a height equivalent to a 16-story building, the Verruckt was once the tallest water slide in the world. Back then, in 2014, it cost $3.6 million, and that makes it one of the most expensive water slides in the world. It was also the most popular water slide in all of Kansas City. But that glory was short-lived, and it closed down in 2016 when, of course, something terrible happened. In this video, I won't talk about all the gory scenes that happened back then, but know that the unfortunate incident involved a 10-year-old boy and 2 other women, and they later took the owners of the Verruckt to court. During the investigation, they revealed that the waterslide had actually injured 13 other people, only that their cases weren't as fatal as the boys'. Besides that, the investigations also revealed that the Verruckt was unsafe for use, so they finally demolished it in 2018. As for the case of the young boy, the family successfully sued the owners of the Verruckt for $20 million. Number 1. The Cedar Point Water Park. There are many attractions at the Cedar Point Water Park in Ohio, and each one of them has inflicted at least one injury on unfortunate riders. But on the list today, I want to talk about the most expensive water ride ever built on Cedar Point, and of course the most notorious. The name of the water slide was Shoot the Rapids, and it opened to the public on June 26, 2010. When it opened, everyone wanted to have a taste of the ride, but just 3 years after its debut, a terrible accident happened on July 19, 2013. On that day, a boat loaded with gas and 7 riders rolled back down to Shoot the Rapids to hit a concrete edge, and then another boat. As a result, the boat flipped over, leaving the riders stranded underwater for several minutes. Their heads were upside down before park employees could rescue them. Thankfully, they survived, and only one of them had to go to the hospital. After the incident, the ride was closed and reopened 1 year later, but the bad rap lived on.